The United States has vetoed a resolution at the United Nations Security Council demanding an immediate, unconditional and permanent ceasefire in Gaza Strip as Israel's bombardment of the Palestinian territory continues. The US voted down the measure on Wednesday morning, while the 14 other members of the council voted in favor. While the resolution called for release of captives held in Gaza, Washington had voiced opposition to its demand for an unconditional ceasefire. We made clear throughout negotiations that we could not support an unconditional ceasefire that failed to release the hostages, Robert Wood, the deputy U.S. envoy to the UN, said during the session in New York. A durable end to the war must come with the release of the hostages. It is only fair that when you're ending a war, you make sure that everybody hand over their own hostages so there will be peace, so that there will be compromise, so everybody will respect the merits or the agreements of this peace agreement. Because if you say you're ending a war, you don't hand over the hostages, each other part of that was engaged in this war or that signed this agreement will still be nudging a grudge, because they won't be happy that you are still having their people when you say you have made peace. So it's only fair enough that ending this war is of essence, is paramount, and each party is releasing each other's hostage is very, very essential if any peace they are going to agree in any form is going to hold any water. A durable end to the war must come with the releasing of hostages. These two urgent goals are inextricably linked. This resolution abandoned that necessity, and for that reason, the United States could not support it. This is the fourth time that U.S. President Joe Biden's administration has vetoed resolution calling for an end to the war in Gaza since Israel's military offensive began in October of last year. To date, nearly 44,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israel's bombardment of Gaza, which has also plunged the coastal territory into a humanitarian crisis. Biden, a staunch supporter of Israel, has faced widespread condemnation from rights advocates for his administration's stance, including its refusal to condition its assistance to the top U.S. ally amid the war. The U.S. provided Israel with at least $3.8 billion in military aid annually, and the Biden administration has authorized $14 billion in further assistance to the country since the conflict in Gaza began. Beth Miller, political director of U.S.-based advocacy group Jewish Voice for Peace, called the U.S. veto on Wednesday pathetic and said the Biden administration's legacy will be the genocide in Gaza. So, whichever one it is, the earlier this war is ended, the better for everybody. And the earlier the powers that be in this world find a long-lasting peace between these two countries, the better for everybody. Because if not, you will see that at every given small provocation, we will always find that these two countries will start engaging each other again. It has always been like this in the past. So the earlier they found a long-lasting solution that is underlined in compromise, that the feelings, the needs of each side are underlined in this agreement and are carried on, and they find the middle line for the compromise, the better for the people of these two countries. Because some of these children will live that has faced several wars, that are still facing this war, will live with the scars forever, even the adults. So the earlier the better. Peace is of essence.